January 1st. I don't know why some meetings go like that. Just long silences after the ones who are already going to have spoken have said whatever they said. There are a few others with plenty enough perspective that they could share something, anything. But they, from my perspective, are either resting on laurels, silencing discomfort on purpose to get others to talk, or something is going on for them and they just want to listen. Listening to silence is good. The same few silent people are also the ones who tend to have last second something to say at the very end and end up hijacking people for another 5 to 10 minutes after the hour, not sharing but preaching, not talking but telling, not suggesting but insisting, not identifying with but judging, the usual suspects. If this program works by attraction, not promotion, well then, we are not doing much in either regard. If we are trying to inspire other people to want what we have, I would be wondering tonight, what is it we think we have, and why the heck would I want that? There was barely any life in that room tonight. There were living sentient organisms resembling and representing human beings, but I had a hard time remembering that I wasn't just by myself. I felt alone. I brought my everything to the table. I brought it to bear. I spoke my piece on the topic given, forgiveness, put some life into it, improvisational poetry. I sung my song. I sing, but I hear no song back. I hear dead, rehearsed words from static literature. It is only because I am familiar it is static to me. For someone else, it might be the very first time they have ever heard it. I don't know. And others can only speak from how they know how to talk. There is safety and security in only quoting from others. It means someone else is responsible. But people don't know what to say, what is safe to say, don't want to say, or are afraid to say. I don't really know what I say, but I tend to think that I would have used to find it shocking to hear a person openly talk how I regularly do now. I'm hardly embarrassed. If it's true, if they are my thoughts, if it helps me to say them out loud, then sure, why not? This is the place, and no one cares. No one remembers. I'm just pouring pitchers of water into the ocean. I'm not trying to impress anyone with how I talk. I am only trying to be accurate. To speak less fluently would be to intentionally misrepresent myself. And if I'm breaking taboos or breaking the fourth wall, well, good. That is okay by me. There is far too much pretense in holier-than-thouism. We don't wear robes and have matching shoes either. No one is in charge. And no one is better than anyone else. Ahem. For emphasis, once again, I repeat for dramatic embellishment and melodramatic flair, no one is better than anyone else. This is not a competition. There is no winning. If you are alive, then you win. You won that day. People forget. I forget too. I try to remember, live better. Side tangent deleted. And then also, when I am speaking, I am trying to listen too, in case I say anything I might want to expand on later, practice for writing later. And then also, currently, I am processing a temporary absence, and I am missing that connectivity, that tribe sense, kindredicity. I am evaluating meaning, observing feeling, curious. I understand in ways that I don't understand. I understand. At some point in the future, maybe I will better know how to say what I am wishing to say. But for now, as of this Eric, this one does not know. But he does understand. I was also thinking that my being on vacation at the same time is good timing or bad timing. I will be highly in transit, off schedule, traveling, being off the grid at times. So I myself will be absent. I will be unavailable, inaccessible, just a little bit more than usual. And then I was thinking about my own thoughts about what constitutes quality alone time versus self-care time. I have a different experience of it than I imagine. I mostly keep to myself all the time. And then also, the difference between chaotic good and lawful neutral. And maybe more lawful neutral than I have ever given myself credit for, where being chaotic good is the exception, not the standard. Not going into detail or example, it just is. This is becoming and already has been an interesting adventure. It continues, as long as I'm willing to take it. I feel better having put some words down. I feel a little more connected, in touch, having spoken, crossed chasms. One day at a time, keep coming back. My thoughts are becoming circular and going nowhere, so that is all there is.